Many of you guys are looking for answers. You just saw the situation happen where the whole Epstein child trafficking syndicate had the main woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, put in jail and the records sealed. Another video came out recently showing how Donald Trump had the ability to correct the nation, to get all of the machines and ballots that belong to the people. And he was instructed by two documents through Sidney Powell and General Flynn. We remember her saying that Trump dropped the ball. But on Stu Peters' show, another piece of the truth came out. It was said that Mark Meadows is the one who asked Trump. Again, guys, we hear this same thing. That Mark Meadows is the one who shut down the whole process of the people gaining authority back. And I believe he's a Bar Association member. We also just heard a story out of Connecticut where multiple judges are taking people's properties, foreclosing on them through their own Bar Association law firms, and acting as judges in the same cases. We also heard last week how in CPS cases in Arizona, a judge by the name Tucci is married to a woman inside of the Superior Court of Arizona. At the same time, he is the federal court judge that happens to get multiple high-profile cases in a short amount of time, and he makes sure those cases don't see the light of day. Over and over and over again, we're seeing attorneys, judges, and court clerks in legislative tribunals that are not courts tricking people into taking their children, cars, houses, dog, elderly parents. Guys, we are dealing with a situation where the deep state is trying to cover all of their wrong in closed courts. Remember that Cindy McCain, who was over the trafficking council in Arizona, openly said that she or they all knew what Epstein was doing. The crazy thing is they didn't try to tell. They say that they're here to stop trafficking, but then they hide the information for the highest level traffickers. Well, guys, tonight, 6 o'clock Arizona time, we are going to come together and show remedy on how to destroy all of this government corruption, all of these private-public partnerships, guys, and turn things up as we never have before. Now, you guys have seen all the victories. You've seen us have victory against the UAW, against the Big Three. You've seen us put out notice against OSHA, and you see that the Supreme Court is now begging to hear the case very quickly. You've seen us go after the deep state in Congress, the Fed, the DOJ, the FBI who has no charter, and you guys have been seeing the victories, the mandates drop, the children return. But now, guys, we are going to take it to the next level. We are going to put this to a stop for good. But we need your help. In the scripture, God says this. Now, guys, I wish to show you something that happened in the scriptures. We see in Genesis 11:1 it says, "And the whole earth was with one language and of one speech." Everybody was together, guys, moving in unison. Now, they ended up doing something bad, but I want you to see what happens when the people are on one accord and following one common goal. "And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east, and they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one." They're all together, y'all, on one accord. "And they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Now, guys, understand that they were doing something wrong in God's eyes, so he had to stop them. But this does not stop us from understanding that if we all come together in one accord to save the nation, nothing will be restrained from us, which we imagine to do. If you want real remedy and you want to fight and stand, and you want to have victories like you have seen us have by God, then we will show you the way tonight. Now, this webinar, December 31st, 2021, will probably last about 2 to 3 hours, and we'll show the remedy that we are going to use to finish off the deep state. Now, this webinar is not for everybody. This webinar are just for people who want to be leaders in the fight, to stand, to get something done. There is a $50 membership. I will say that you can see our members kicking butt around the nation. Why? Because they invested something. Even though it's not a lot, they invested something. They're part of the membership, and they have a desire to win because this is their house. This is their team. And so we're not looking for everybody in the world to come after we get leaders who will come tonight and learn. We are going to have those leaders branch off around the nation and act as captains over others who will step in to end this corruption. Tonight, 6 p.m. Arizona time. I believe that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's change this nation and then change the world.